Right, this is a walk around video for a Honda Cr-V 2.2 EX diesel. You can see here, 2007 car. This one's covered 78,000 miles. Finished in Nighthawk black with a full black leather interior. The car is absolutely lovely with just the odd age-related mark on the vehicle. But it really is one of the best for the age of mileage and in probably the best colour of all. Very sought after, this Nighthawk black. Front of the car, lights and lenses completely clear and intact. Bottom of the car, very clean, with only the odd very light stone chip on there, but hardly anything of any note. Coming down the near side, really smooth and crisp in the panels. The paint's got a really nice lustre to it. It's not been polished, it's exactly as it came to us. It's very nice indeed. Front near side alloy, it's got a couple of little marks on there which the near side alloy always tends to get, but you could touch those in very easily, but the main spokes are generally very good indeed. Remaining panels on this side, again very good. It's not to say you're not going to find the odd light little marks somewhere on the car, because of course you're going to, especially on a black car that's 11 years old, but it is very nice indeed. Near side rear alloy, again good, just a couple of little marks on the spokes and on the outside edge. I suppose at least they're original, which makes a change. Coming around the back of the car, again all very good indeed. So hardly any entry marks at all to the vehicle, which is rare indeed on these. And then down the off side of the vehicle, again very smooth in the panels, no indentations at all that I can see that are immediately obvious to me. Offside rear alloy, again generally good, again just with the odd, tiny little mark, so especially the coating around the outside edge there. My hand being hard on the car, so please do bear that in mind. Finally, offside front alloy, as with the rest. But externally, certainly the main paintwork on the vehicle is in absolutely lovely condition on this car. Coming into the boot area, they are massive boots on the Cr-Vs and extendable by pushing the front seats forward on runners. All the original equipment's here, tonneau covers here, middle shelf, which looks almost new. It's hardly been used at all. I've never found a great use of them, I'm going to be brutally honest with you, people do. They hinge up, but they also will slot underneath into the area there. This one again, really nice sign of ownership, fitted with the boot liner there. But the main plastics are in very good condition back here. Coming into the back of the car, now those who haven't seen many Cr-Vs, they are obviously family cars, and that also means unfortunately that a lot of them do get kicked about in the back, and that's nothing to do with build quality, it's kids. And this is one of the best ones you'll see, because it's got hardly any marks of any note, and the leatherwork is absolutely superb. Front, near side door card, again a very good condition. There's a full set of mats fitted to this particular vehicle. Footwell area again really nice. The passenger seat has been given limited use because it looks absolutely fantastic. Driver's door card. It's just quite windy now. Again really good, good condition there. Footwell area is again really nice. And leather seats on the driver's side, again really good. Obviously the only one's going to have any obvious wear on it, but exactly what you'd expect for the age of mileage of the car. So sat inside the car now, engine's running through this section of the video so you can see the dashboard illuminated. Dash itself just gives light to the age of the car, because it looks pretty much factory fresh. It's in lovely condition, all working absolutely beautifully. You see there, sat nav's fully functional. Pop it into reverse, you get that lovely clear colour parking camera as well. That's it. It said all the switch gear has been kept really nicely. Coming down to the centre, all the little cubby holes, recesses been kept really nice. I mean, it's just a sign of nice ownership and good ownership on a car. Someone's had a bit of pride in this vehicle. Then you come across to the dashboard, just punning there for you. Hopefully you can see 78,819 miles, and there's no warning lights on that vehicle at all, just aside from the low fuel light quite clearly. Auto lights, auto wipers, multifunction steering wheel with cruise, audio controls and hands-free functions. But video doesn't really do justice to the interior of the car. It's been kept absolutely superbly. Just to quickly show you, very important actually, owner's manual pack is here with the car for the car manual and navigation manual, plus also the lock and wheel nut key. Finally, just to come under this fantastic engine bay. Honda would always do a lovely job on it. Just been serviced by ourselves, and a fantastic unit. Cam chain driven, of course, no cam belts on these cars, and no DPF filters, which is causing mayhem for customers in the trade alike. More of which in the following road test video. Right then, this is a road test video, and it's for a Honda Cr-V 2.2 EX diesel. This particular car is registered BK07WPE, and mileage at the start of this road test is 78,812 miles. The reason for doing these road tests is basically so people who are looking at the cars on our adverts actually get to see the very car in the advert in operation. That way, if there's any issues on the car, we can and we will relay them back to you. It's obviously the very point of doing the videos. Many of our customers come from not just the UK, but also over Europe as well, and overseas. So hence that's why we do it. It's also done on these lovely quiet country roads very close to our premises. We're literally just a stone's throw from the M5 motorway as well, so it makes it very, very easy to get to. So starting with the car, engine, as with all these i-CDTi engines, starts immediately, settles to a completely smooth, even idle, pulls beautifully through the entire rev range of the car. They're great engines. I mean, for a diesel, it's so smooth and petrol-like in the way it actually operates. They don't suffer from a huge turbo lag that some manufacturers seem to suffer from, and it thrives on revs as well. It doesn't get gravelly or growly in any way, but it just pulls absolutely beautifully. There's no warning lights on the dashboard relating to the engine or any other part of the vehicle. Temperature gauge, it's been running for some time now, is running at a third, which is exactly where it should be on a Honda car as well. Engine then feeds through clutch and into gearbox. Clutch on the vehicle is smooth, positive in actuation. Bike point is exactly where it should be as well. And there's no difference in the engine notes whether the clutch is in or out. Clutch then feeds through into the manual gearbox, which I've said before is a brilliant gearbox in any car. It's short in throw, precise, lovely mechanical feel to it, even though it's got cables going from the gear lever to the gearbox, as most cars are now. I mean, this would happily go into any of Honda's sportier cars. It's just got such a lovely high quality actuation to it, and I can't feel any wear in the gear linkage at all. It feels absolutely brilliant. So in terms of powertrain in the vehicle, all is exactly as it should be. So come around and give the brakes a bit of a shove when we go up to a higher speed. But you put your foot down, it just really does sing. It's a lovely engine. Also, while I'm at speed, just check the cruise control function, and that's all working perfectly as well. So give the brakes a little bit of a shove. Yeah, it's a really good brake pedal. I'm just looking for that initial brake pedal travel. That's where you tend to get kind of any sort of vibrations or pulsing, if sort of brake discs are warped in any way, and these are all absolutely spot on. Looking around inside the car, it hasn't even been cleaned yet, but it's very, very clean and tidy in here. As always with CR-Vs, a beautifully built car. It really is. There's no squeaks, rattles, trim buzzers, nothing inside the cars. And this is, of course, real build quality many years down the line, and this is where Honda excel. They really do. But it's also just a lovely place to sit and operate a car. It's really simple to operate. You've got big screen sat nav, dual zone climate control, heated seats, all working absolutely perfectly. But it's just simplicity itself. The dashboard in front, pixelation, all the readouts, absolutely lovely. And high quality control, the dials rather, big dominating rev counter and speedo there. But it's just a really, really fabulous car. I've had loads of them. I've always loved the interior, and the driving position's absolutely brilliant. Steering of the car, track's absolutely dead straight. There's no vibrations coming back through the steering wheel at all. And the chassis of the car is fantastic. Honda know this market so well. This is the best-selling SUV in the world, and it shows. It's got great body control through the corners. It corners nice and flat without pitching and wallowing, and that's really important for backseat passengers who, especially for kids, who might get car sick. My kids are prone to it, and they never get car sick in these. It's just got lovely control through the corners. What I'm also looking for on road test is any kind of sign of any mechanical noises coming from underneath the vehicle that shouldn't be there. So you'll hear it hitting bumps like that, but there's none of that kind of chattering that you sometimes get with sort of worn suspension components. But a very, very comfortable family car. It really, really is. They are, of course, four-wheel drive vehicles, although, as I always say in these videos, the Honda worked out immediately that the vast majority of people will be driving in conditions like this. Perfectly good roads, decent conditions, no need to have the four-wheel drive whirring away, because if it was, all you'll be achieving is using more fuel, putting more mechanical stress through the vehicle, but also using more fuel in the process. And with this, all that happens is there's no switches to engage or disengage. It basically it senses the front wheel starting to spin, and then we'll immediately bring in the rear wheels to give you four-wheel drive. And it's utterly seamless in the way it does it. And I've used these in snow and towing caravans across some pretty soggy pitches. Never come close to getting stuck with one of them. It's a really clever system and bulletproof reliable as well. We've never touched one, even with ones with double the miles of this. It's simplicity itself. As I said at the start of the video, the point is to show the car actually in operation, but also to feedback on any issues, as I said, of which there's nothing on this car. It drives brilliantly, and then we're well versed in knowing how a CR-V should drive. Both myself and my business partner Tony used to work for the local Bristol Honda dealership, and we have sold over 20,000 Hondas over the last 15 years or so. So we do know these models, and if it wasn't right, we'd know about it. But having said that, if I've missed something on the video, and that's highly likely, then don't hesitate, do give us a call, and we'll happily answer any questions you might have about the car.